Have you ever seen a place that made you stop and ask, wait, is that even real? What if I told you there's a waterfall that looks like it's made of blood? Today, we're counting down 10 places that shouldn't exist. Number 10. Lake Natron, Tanzania. Imagine you're a bird flying across Africa. You spot a beautiful lake shining under the hot sun. It looks peaceful, it looks safe, but the moment you land, you may never leave. This is Lake Natron, one of the strangest lakes on Earth. The water here is extremely salty and full of natural minerals. In some places, it can also become very hot. Most animals can't survive in these conditions. Over the years, people found birds and other small animals near the lake that looked almost like stone statues. But here's the surprising part. While many animals stay away, thousands of flamingos love this lake. Every year, they come here to build their nests and raise their babies. For them, the harsh water helps keep many predators away. A place that looks deadly has become the perfect home for flamingos. Nature really does have its own rules. Number 9. Salar de Uyuni, Bolivia. Have you ever dreamed of walking on the clouds? Believe it or not, there's a place where it almost feels possible. Welcome to Salar de Uyuni. This is the largest salt flat in the world. Most of the year, it looks like an endless white desert, but after it rains, everything changes. A thin layer of water covers the ground. Suddenly, the entire place turns into a giant mirror. The reflection is so perfect that you can't tell where the ground ends and the sky begins. People often stop walking because it feels like they're floating. Someone looks like they're standing on another person's hand. The possibilities are endless, but even without the photo tricks, the place is already unbelievable. Standing there feels like you're walking between earth and heaven. It's one of the most beautiful places you'll ever see. And yes, it's completely real. Number 8. Blood Falls, Antarctica. Imagine standing in one of the coldest places on Earth. Everything around you is covered in white snow and ice. Then suddenly, you see a bright red waterfall flowing down a glacier. It almost looks like blood. If you saw it with your own eyes, you'd probably turn around and leave. When explorers first found this place, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Some people even thought something terrible had happened there, but the truth is actually much more interesting. The water comes from deep under the ice. It has been trapped there for millions of years. That water is full of iron. When the iron reaches the air, it begins to rust. Just like an old car or a rusty bike, that's what makes the water look dark red. Number 7. Socotra Island, Yemen. If aliens ever came to Earth, they might think this place was home. Welcome to Socotra Island. At first glance, it doesn't even look real. The trees have giant umbrella-shaped tops. Some plants look like they belong in a science fiction movie. The most famous tree here is called the dragon blood tree. Can you guess why? When its bark is cut, bright red sap flows out. It looks almost like blood. Hundreds of years ago, people believed it had magical powers. Some even used it as medicine and paint. But that's not the strangest thing. Almost 1 out of every 3 plants on this island can't be found anywhere else on Earth. That's right. If these plants disappeared from Socotra, they would disappear forever. Scientists call Socotra one of the most unique places on the planet. Number 6. Chocolate Hills, Bohol. Imagine standing in front of more than 1,200 perfectly shaped hills, all lined up as far as the eye can see. Welcome to the Chocolate Hills of Bohol, Philippines. At first, it almost looks like someone built them, but no one did. Long ago, people believed 2 giants fought a massive battle here. They threw huge rocks at each other for days. But scientists have a different explanation. Millions of years ago, this place was covered by the ocean. Over time, coral and limestone rose above the sea. Then rain, wind, and millions of years of erosion slowly shaped the land into the smooth hills we see today. Number 5. Giant's Causeway, Northern Ireland. Now imagine walking along a beach. Suddenly, you notice thousands of giant stone columns rising from the ground. They're not round, they're not square, most of them have 6 sides, and they fit together almost perfectly. At first glance, it looks like someone built them. Around 60 million years ago, hot lava flowed across this area. As the lava cooled, it slowly cracked. Instead of breaking into random shapes, it formed thousands of giant stone columns. It's the same reason dry mud cracks into patterns, only this happened on a much larger scale. Today, there are around 40,000 of these stone columns. Number 4. Pamukkale, Turkey. You are seeing a mountain that looks like it's covered in snow, but there's one problem: it's the middle of summer. As you get closer, you realize it's not snow at all, it's rock, bright white rock. This amazing place is called Pamukkale, which means cotton castle, and once you see it, you'll understand why. Warm water flows down the mountain all year long. As the water moves, it leaves behind tiny bits of calcium. Over thousands of years, those tiny bits slowly built giant white terraces. Today, the mountain looks like a frozen waterfall. The pools are filled with clear blue water. People can even walk through some of them. It feels like stepping into a dream. Number 3. The Waitomo Glowworm Caves, New Zealand. Now imagine floating through a cave in complete darkness. You can't see anything. The only sound is the water beneath your boat. Then, tiny blue lights begin to appear above you, one by one. Hundreds become thousands. Soon, the entire ceiling looks like a sky full of stars. But here's the amazing part: those aren't stars, they're tiny glowworms. These small insects create blue light to attract insects they want to catch. The brighter they glow, the better their chances of finding food. It's like each glowworm has its own little flashlight. Millions of them live inside these caves. Number 2. The Eye of the Sahara, Mauritania. Now let's look at something so huge, you can barely understand its size. From the ground, it doesn't seem very special. It just looks like hills and rocks. But once you see it from the sky, everything changes. A giant circle appears in the middle of the desert. It's called the Eye of the Sahara, and it's about 40 kilometers, or 25 miles, across. That's so big that astronauts can easily see it from space. Scientists believe it formed naturally over millions of years as the land slowly rose and wore away. Even so, it still looks unbelievable. Number 1. The Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. We finally reached number 1, and this place looks like it belongs on another planet. Welcome to the Danakil Depression. The moment you arrive, you'll notice something strange. The ground is covered with bright yellow, bright green, and even glowing orange colors. Steam rises from the earth. Hot springs bubble everywhere. The air smells strongly of sulfur. Some parts of the ground are so hot that touching them could seriously burn you. Temperatures here often climb above 45 degrees Celsius or 113 degrees Fahrenheit. It's one of the hottest places on Earth. Scientists say this area is so extreme that it may be similar to places found on Mars. That's why researchers study it so carefully. If life can survive here, maybe life could survive on other planets too. Which place surprised you the most? Was it the waterfall that looks like blood, or the colorful land that looks like another planet? Let us know your favorite in the comments below.